Greetings, critical learners. This is the third video from the NSC November 2022, paper 2, as we are preparing for our examinations. I am going to explain question 4, that is the bank reconciliation. I want to encourage you to continuously practice bank reconciliation questions. There is quite a number of papers that are available for you to do your bank reconciliation questions. And in this paper, 4.2.1 says use the table provided to answer, calculate in your cash journals amount. So here we're preparing the CRJ and the CPJ, as you can see here. Here's the CRJ and that is the CPJ. And then we also calculate the correct bank balance. So we will also prepare a bank account, and then we'll also prepare the bank reconciliation statement. All right, so let us begin by reading information A, and it says, on 1 July, the bank account in the general ledger reflected a favorable balance of 53.8. It is very important that you understand they're talking about the bank account in the ledger. So that is going to be part of 4.2.2. So what I will do here, I will do what you have done from grade 10. That is to open a bank account. You understand that if it is favorable, therefore it is a debit balance. So I'm coming here to say my balance brought down here is going to be your 53,800. 53,800. Remember, this is the favorable balance. If it is unfavorable, that means it was supposed to be on the credit side. The favorable one was on the debit side. The unfavorable one would be on the credit side. Then information B reads, the bank reconciliation statement prepared on 30 June revealed the following: outstanding deposits. The number 1, the deposit on 15 June appeared on the July bank statement as 15.5. So what they're telling us here is that this deposit of 19.5 has appeared as 15.5. So if I say 19.5 minus 15.5, the difference therefore becomes 4,000 rands. We are told an investigation revealed that the cashier at that time has resigned. The outstanding amount must be written off. The outstanding amount must be written off. The outstanding amount is the 4,000. So we're being told that we must write that 4,000 off. Remember, for it to be an outstanding deposit, initially we had recorded it in our journals, that is the CRJ. So if we are to write it off, we go write it off in the CPJ. Hence you find we have 4,000 in the CPJ. The next information, number 2, reads, EFT 297 was correctly reflected as 6.9 on the July bank statement. Here is the EFT. Here it's 9,600, but here it's 6,900. Let's get the difference. How much is the difference? Here's the difference. 9.6 minus 6.9. The difference is 2,700. Now we are being told that that 2.7 is because of the difference, remember, but we are told that the amount reflected on the bank statement is correct. So the bank statement is correct and the bank statement has 6.9. That means in our journals, that is the CPJ, we had overstated by 2,700. In the CPJ, we had overstated by 2.7. So we come to the CRJ, we record 2.7. Once we record more in the CPJ, we correct it by recording the difference in the CRJ. And if we record more in the CRJ, we correct it by recording the difference in the CPJ. All right. Number 3 reads, the other outstanding amounts from the previous month appeared on the July bank statement. The other outstanding amounts, so they're talking about these other 2, so we don't have to worry about that. Information C then reads, before receiving the July 2022 bank statement, the cash journals reflected the following. So we already have that. Remember, it's in here. And I want to encourage you, dear learners, that when we totalizing our CRJ and our CPJ, we need to remember to add these amounts. They must be added into the total amount that would be taken to the bank account. Then information number 1 on information D, a debit card payment of 1,400, a debit card payment of 1.4 for petrol for the business vehicle. Temba neglected to submit the transaction document to the bookkeeper. So we have 1.4 that must be in the CPJ that was not recorded. So we come here, then we record our 1,400. Number 2, the direct deposit received from debtor D Singwane 5.8 in settlement of his account of 6,000. So he has paid us 5.8. That is what we record. What we have been paid is what we record. What we have received is what we record. So we record our 5,800 in the CRJ. Then another one says, a debit order to Palm Insurers for the business insurance 1.8. So we are paying for insurance in this case, that is 1.8, CPJ 1.8. Then number 4, a direct deposit of 72,000 from Unitech College. This is an error on the statement as it does not apply to surprise stores. The bank was notified of this error. So this is an error on the side of the bank. We don't correct it in our journals, therefore we come to the BRS. You understand at this point that our BRS has a format that it has a balance here. You get balance as per bank statement. You have the balance as per bank statement. Then at the bottom, you also have your balance as per bank account. You also have balance as per bank account. That is how I would do my BRS. And then immediately on top, then I would bring the correction of error. So I would come here, I would then say correction of error. There are several ways in which you would have done this BRS. So this is just one of the methods. Okay, so here you understand that it is a direct deposit. We have received money in our bank account, yet this money does not belong to us. So when we receive money, our bank account is credited. So to correct that, we therefore come and we debit our BRS. So we debit it with 72,000. So I come here, I debit it with 72,000. Then the information number 5 says total bank charges 825. That means I'm coming back again to my CPJ, then I'm going to record my bank charges, which is 825. That is my bank charges. Then information number 6, interest earned on savings account 260. So savings account, interest earned. So this is going to be your interest income that comes now to your CRJ. So you come here, it is going to be 260. That is your interest earned. Then information E, we're about to conclude now our bank reconciliation question. Entries in the cash journals, we have deposit on 29 July. So I'll come here then into my bank reconciliation statement. We have a deposit of 29,500. And then I will then credit. I'll credit my outstanding deposits. Credit outstanding deposits. And the amount is 29.5. And I have EFTs now. So I have 2 EFTs. So I'm just going to come and debit my outstanding EFTs. Debit outstanding EFTs. And the first EFT, it is EFT 350. EFT number 350. I'm just doing this because in this page, I had space to do so. So my first EFT, it is EFT number 350, and it is for 4,200. And the next EFT, it is EFT number 351. 351, and EFT number 351 is for 3,800. So my question is now complete because I don't have any more information. I'm then told the bank statement balance is that. So let's start it right from the top. Now that we are done with our information F here, we will then come and we totalize our CRJ. You can see our CRJ here. It will be 109,900. Now that we are done with our totals here, we then come to the CRJ and we totalize it. So we say 109,960. And I know that that is going to come to my bank account as my total receipts here, 109,960. And then I get my total payments, which is 143,240. So I'll come here, it's my total payments, 143,240. So I'll then close this off. Then the side with the highest amount is 163,760, 163,760. Therefore, here I have my balance carried down, which becomes 20,520, which therefore comes as balance pro down here. So when I come here, my bank account balance is 20,520. Okay, so I know that that is a debit balance. So when I come to my BRS, my balance as per bank account, it's debit. That is 20,520. 20,520. Then I'll totalize everything. Therefore, I get 100,520 here, 100,520 there. Therefore, the balance becomes your balance as per bank statement. And for you to get that, you will simply say 100,520, then you minus your 29,500. You subtract your 29.5, then your difference becomes 71,020. So that becomes your balance as per bank statement, 71,020. Please continue practicing these questions so that it can become easy for you. All right. Cheers. Bye-bye.